Oh, hi, Fran.
Well, why is there no video?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Failed to start video camera. Please select another video camera in
Do
settings.
you have your Streamlabs open?
Yeah.
That's why. You need to because Streamlabs is like grabbing your camera first, and then Zoom is trying to grab it afterwards, and you can't, it
Okay,
screws it up.
re-invite me then.
So just, yeah, you gotta close out the Streamlabs, and then you open yeah.
Alright, there it works now.
Nice. Okay.
But if I open Streamlabs, is it gonna mess up?
It might make it like quieter or something. I don't know. Like it doesn't matter. Like you don't need to be out on Streamlabs.
You don't want me to put it on Twitch?
No, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry
Alright.
about it. Um,
Alright, well, so I'm ready to go.
yeah, it is live. I just gotta add your camera on my end, and then we'll be good to go. Uh, actually, I'll get it at the break because we're live. We're acting like the game is going.
Yeah,
So
yeah, the game's on.
the game is on. The game is on here,
Oh
and
my
it is
god.
the expected starting lineup for Louisville: Jones, Johnson, Davis, and I missed the other ones. I'll be getting that in a sec because you are
Was that also the expected turnover?
that
Off
was
the bat.
also the expected turnover for Duke at get off the rip because that's pretty much been the MO for the season,
But I do
and
have
I
to
am
say
not surprised.
they are going into the zone here, and I actually don't think that was a foul on Johnson at all. But the movement back to the zone for Duke, I think, is one of these things Coach K throughout the season is kind of doing, and he's done in the past. But I think this is the only way he can somehow like corral this team to play defense.
Yeah, wait. So did Jalen Johnson just pick up a foul? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
he was just fouled right in the
for the
middle.
love of God. Okay, because despite Jalen
Number one,
Johnson's,
right? I'm
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
or
yeah,
zero,
yeah.
zero.
Oh, that's Wendell. Then that's okay. Then we're okay. And that's a miss there at the free throw line. Because Jalen
Or maybe
Johnson,
no,
despite
no, it was
his,
one. It was
it
one.
was one. All
Yeah,
right. Well,
it
in that
was
case,
Johnson.
that's Johnson.
Yeah, yeah,
Because despite his insane performance the other night with the 24 points and can read the stat line later. He did end up fouling out of the game, which was kind of significant towards the end of it because he was really the only one that could generate any sort of offense. And yeah, that kind of hurt us down the stretch because I did actually have a comeback going against Pittsburgh there, but we're unable to actually pull it off.
it was
Uh,
close.
it was close.
It
I mean,
was pretty close.
the problem with Duke, then that I had in my notes, is Jalen Johnson down here in the paint with a beautiful
I
turnaround
guess
jump
it
shot.
was.
That's an and one. Absolutely. It's a beautiful play by Johnson there, really asserting himself early on in the Louisville paint. 2 points for Johnson and the free throw. The problem for Duke is that we just start slow and we get down big and early. And it's like not even close. Like in Virginia Tech, we were down by 12 points at halftime. Against Pittsburgh, we were down nine, eight,
Yeah,
nine
that's
points.
that's actually the same thing if you remember what happened when we had the Cam Reddishes of the world. That
Yeah.
team also would go down by like 20 and then try to come back and win in the second half.
Well,
But it
that's
was
what happened.
consistently and they were actually able to do it.
Well,
Different story, obviously, different players. But like
yeah.
there has always been a weird always off to a slow start.
Well, that's the thing I think with the sort of the less experienced players is Louisville's getting the ball around the perimeter here. The shot by Carlick Jones is wide, and the rebound there by Morris. He's now pushing it in transition, and Duke's just going to set up some offense here. DJ Stewart
Yeah, get it
going to
to him,
probably
bro.
going to get it
Nice
outside to
shoot.
Johnson. Yes, more no Hurt asking for it down low, but nobody's going to get it to him. Now they do, trying to post up. There comes a double wide open. Wendell for three. Wendell, come on, back rim, and it's rebounded by Louisville. The problem with you could get down. Well, so the last time we were on this court, we were down 23 points with 9 minutes and 5 seconds,
Yeah.
and then ended up coming back to
Wait,
win as
did
Louisville
we
hits the
call that
three.
game?
Uh, no, I don't think we were actually calling games at that point. Um,
I thought we called the crazy comeback.
there was one that was UNC. We called a crazy
Uh,
UNC game. Um,
oh, that's a really nice move down the lane
that
there
is
by
a beautiful
Johnson right
move by
there.
Johnson. NBA type move there. 5 points for Johnson here in the early going. The problem is like if like okay, so you can get down, but you have Zion and RJ and like Reddish, which is like okay, so you can actually like as you were saying, you can like come back from that, but like
Oh, you're
the
right. We weren't streaming that
yeah,
when Zion was around.
it was the Zion
It was the
team.
year. It was that was actually and one right there on Johnson. He actually did get a swipe on the elbow
Yeah,
called.
13 there. The other Johnson should have been called for a foul. There is a David Johnson on the Louisville team. Is now Duke looks like they're still in a zone here, and Johnson Moore trying for the closeout, and it's another 3-point shot there from
But
the outside.
I live with it.
Yeah, I
I
mean
don't think
it's
that's the worst thing in the world. Like defensively, I think that's kind of what you wanted from that situation.
yeah, our 3-point defense hasn't always been the best. As Johnson just throws that one away and a miscommunication. For our Blue Devils there. Down 2 points here in the early going. Not bad, though. It's a bit of a better start
I
than
have to
what we
say,
normally
this is
see.
the first time I've ever seen
Coach
Duke
K, like,
coaches wear something with no logo
or not in a suit and tie.
or
This
not in a
season,
suit and tie.
this
That's true.
season, they're just like going with the casual flair.
Well, it
Uh,
doesn't. The sweatshirt doesn't even have Duke on it.
the sweatshirt doesn't have Duke on it. I suppose if you're no longer ranked, then it no longer matters to wear your logo. But I still have my Duke shirt on. So Louisville hits
Yeah,
another
mine's on.
three-pointer there. They're 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. I think that was
Nice.
Hurd has
Hit
to
that.
gather. Johnson's going to go for 3 from the outside, and that shot is just off. 3 ain't falling for Duke here in the early going. I think Sleslinski, or he's going to go for 3 again and may as well because Louisville's been hitting everything from the outside. And yep, that's a foul by Jeremy Roach down there. One foul for Roach.
Do you know how much of the Louisville team is back from
Okay,
their like really good team?
yeah. So
Which
I
was
was
last year.
exactly, which was last year. So the thing is, after we humiliated them on their floor, they came back and beat us by 6 points.
Yeah,
But that
yeah.
was behind the so Nora was the star, quote unquote star for that Louisville team. Although he had less than double, I think he had 6 or 8 points in that game. So he was actually held in check by Trey Jones, the best on-ball defender that Duke has seen in like the last 5 years, basically. So no surprise there. But Jared Enoch was another one that was big for Louisville, and then David Johnson,
They were all
who
seniors besides few.
yeah, David Johnson for Louisville had 19 points in that game in Cameron, and he is still on the Louisville team. So he is actually still a threat by like
Got it.
a scoring threat. Because he had the highest point total for Louisville. He just went off with his 19. So he's looking for a repeat performance, if you will, here at home.
Yeah, that was the same year. Also, a friend of mine that played for Richmond basketball was actually a walk on. He transferred to Louisville and then was a walk on at Louisville. Keith Otto, and now he's kind of got like a coaching career out of it, which is kind of cool.
Oh,
Um,
is he actually coaching at Louisville?
I don't think he's coaching there right now, but he like has moved on to like other college teams and is
Oh,
coaching
nice.
there and stuff like that. So it was kind of like a launching pad for his career. But it was pretty cool to kind of just see it all when he was there and they were actually like that good.
Yeah, so Louisville off to a hot start from the 3-point line. They've hit 3 out of their 4 3-point shots and actually pretty even scoring all around. The Carlake Jones has a 3. Quinn, oh my gosh, Sleslinski, I think is how we're going to pronounce
Slinsky? Yeah, no, I think
Slislinski.
that was his. That is it.
That is
That
correct.
is right. That
Slislinski is
is right.
correct. David Johnson with a single point, and Dre Davis has the final 3-pointer of the 3. So 4 of the 5 Louisville starters on the scoreboard at the moment for Duke. All 5 points are coming right now from Jalen Johnson, picking up from his 24-point performance on Tuesday night in Pittsburgh. And that is where we are at the moment. Just trying to check out.
Although it is an early start, kind of Louisville coming out 5 points ahead, still at the first TV timeout. I would say both teams. I mean, other than a few threes, it's the only really difference in the game. I don't think Duke started poorly. I think Johnson's first foul is kind of unfortunate, but other than that, I think Duke's kind of in a fine situation here. It is difficult, kind of away from home here. At Louisville, though, I would have to say, even without fans, still
Even
have to
without
travel.
fans.
Is there a has there been a decision on the tournaments?
Oh yeah, the tournament is all going to be held in the bubble in Indy.
No, conference.
Oh, as in like, are they actually going to do them? Yeah.
I heard because I was hearing there was a thing of there was like a bunch of college basketball coaches that were trying to get together and just like not even do the conference tournaments and just go straight to the NCAA.
Oh really? Well, oh boy, that would be
Which
actually.
be
Duke kind of
weird.
needs, yeah, it does. It is kind of weird. Duke needs a conference tournament. We can talk about bracketology in a second, but oh, this is
Yeah, I mean this
Coach
is like
K.
UNC of last year.
Coach K talking about the Pittsburgh loss. See, he's saying basically at Pittsburgh to have to call a timeout after 2 minutes is unacceptable. And this is exactly what we were talking about. They just get off the slow starts. Joey Baker from the corner is way off on that shot, although it is rebounded down low by Matthew Hurt, the ACC's third leading rebounder. Actually, it is Joey Baker and Henry Coleman now into the game, which we haven't seen much of. Baker gets caught in the air there, and Matthew Hurt bails him out. Hurt tries to get it up, gets his own rebound, actually, and we'll put that in for two for Matthew Hurt, the ACC's second leading scorer with 18.9 points per game, having himself a tremendous
I'm going to go with hot
season.
take here. I think the logo in the middle of the court is actually really cool.
No, it's terrible.
I think it's really cool.
Why? It's like this thing from the 80s,
best.
dude. Yeah, it's a brilliant steal there, and Jordan Goldwire won't get it up ahead.
34 was wide open.
And this is going to be a foul on Slislinski.
Oh, there's Dino Gaudio.
Dino Gaudio, ex-Wake Forest coach, then turned ESPN commentator, then turned Louisville assistant. Inbound here by Wendell. Quick pass back from Coleman, and Wendell's going, nope, back to Goldwire. Goldwire actually didn't start. And Matthew Hurt going to take a jump shot, and it's just not even going to count because there's a foul down low. It was
like a Dirk-esque type of jump shot right there.
Yeah, to be fair, he can make those. He can make those. He has that range. He has that sort of muscle memory there to make that.
He's not being contested. His release point is like 10 feet.
Yeah.
Right? Like he shoots above his head, which is kind of awkward, but he shoots over his head. So it's like he's not going to be contested ever on his shot unless Zion's doing it.
And there we go. I got to fix my scoreboard.
That was good defense right there. Just a better finish there by Davis.
Dre Davis there with the points, and 5 for him in the early going. It is 12-7. Louisville opening up a bit of a lead here at home. Again, the slow starts have been the story for Duke. I really don't want to see us down double digits this early, as Joey Baker's going to try for 3, and
nice shot.
He is going to swish that one.
Yeah, you can definitely tell, like, coming out of the gate, someone definitely told him to just shoot the ball, or he's shooting with extreme confidence, because he's every single time he's gotten the ball, he's looked to shoot, either airballed it or switched it.
Yeah, we actually haven't seen much of Joey. I mean, I think he's sort of lost some minutes to Brakefield. And now that Jalen Johnson is back, you actually can have a bit of a lineup. That's should have been a steal by Goldwire, but it's actually ruled a kick ball as we have a full lineup change here, like a full 4 subs coming off the bench. We'll see exactly who gets subbed in.
I think it's kind of odd in Joey Baker's development that he hasn't gotten more playing time or become sort of a better player per se. I'm not saying that I necessarily thought I'm saying I'm disappointed in necessarily his development. I almost thought he was going to be like the next Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
Player, and it just never really has like turned into anything.
I would sort of
size.
He's got the size.
Huge.
He's got the demeanor there. I agree. But like he's got a couple years still. That pull from 3.
Well, true, he does have a couple of years. But Grayson Allen, his first year, already was on the scene, right?
Well, no, only because of the tournament, though. Actually,
no, I know.
Yeah,
but still.
Right, yeah, there was no like crazy Joey Baker inestimable championship opportunity there. This is Tapé is now on the floor. That is an air
Oh,
ball by Louisville, and the rebound. It's not actually really a rebound. I guess it just goes in as a steal because it never even hit the rim. So on the floor for the Blue Devils after the line change here, it's Baker, Roach, Stewart, Tapé, and Johnson. A bit of a bigger lineup down low. You can get Tapé and Johnson, that duo, and then the three
he needed
guards.
a backdoor cut right there.
Yeah.
That was the wrong thing.
Baker's going to shoot for three
Oh,
again. That's off the back iron, and the tip out is go.
really?
They're going to call Roach for another foul. That's his second. And that's probably
Fair
going to
enough.
send him to the bench. So look for Goldwire would be my guess to come off. And
That's already a second.
that is his second.
Is this
And
really
yeah.
really?
I mean, it's a pretty good hustle play. I actually don't really mind it.
Yeah, I don't really think that was that bad. I would not be upset if my player ever fouled like that. That was
Decent
good.
defense
That's
by
good
Baker.
defense
It
right
is good
there.
defense.
Yeah.
Better offense, however, for Louisville as they get another 2 points. Didn't quite see exactly who
But
that was there, but
once again, if you're playing the zone, that's a fine shot to give up, honestly. It's not a very high percentage shot.
Stewart driving into the paint. Oh,
And
nice.
one.
That's an and one.
Good job there by Seward getting to the lane.
That was beautiful. The ability to break his man off the dribble. This DJ Stewart, our combo guard here. Shot fake, dribble.
Yeah.
Doesn't command the help there. Or like the number one here, Jones for Louisville, doesn't commit. And
Yeah, so
Stewart just blows
it
by.
actually just kind of puts 21 on an island because he's beat off of the first step no matter what, and nobody comes to help. He has no choice other than to foul or just let him literally walk by him.
Yep. As Stewart completes the 3-point play.
Oh, and there also are fans here.
Well, there were family
Where's that
members.
family?
They were family.
It's a lot of family.
Hey, I think they were showing Joey Baker's family. Maybe he's got a big family. I don't know.
They showed like a thing of the crowd. There's a lot of people.
Oh, that's a
they're all like-
nifty pass down low, and Louisville can't quite
Oh,
finish.
why
That's a
did we-
travel! That's a travel!
Yeah,
But it doesn't matter.
50-50. was
Duke
gonna
comes
say
up
that-
with the ball.
The rebounding there, everybody just walked away from the basket.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, nice.
Johnson! Duke is going to keep this one, though. That was cheeky. Roach back to Stewart, and Stewart's going to try
Oh,
too
no,
much,
it's
too
a
much,
charge.
too much. Just pull up
got
and take
caught.
the shot.
He got caught into a little too many ideas, but the aggressiveness is better than nothing. Or maybe it was the pictures that threw me off.
Are you like? Did you think that the cardboard people were actual people? It was like that good.
I don't know. We'll have to see next time.
The
There's only one
cardboard,
way to find out.
the cardboard people there. That's funny. All right, so it's actually what do we have? 14. So I gotta count up a points here for Louisville because they actually have
You spelled basketball wrong
where
on the title.
uh
And Kville wrong, unless you meant Lville, which is Louisville.
no, Louisville is fine.
Oh, okay.
Louisville is fine.
Basketball, I think that's one L.
What?
Yeah, by screen it is
Oh,
on the YouTube, right? Am I
oh,
crazy?
maybe we can change that.
It says it there.
Maybe we can fix that. Yeah. Either that or we're just gonna say it got cut off. Oh yeah, it does. Look at that. That's a copy. That's my copy paste job.
Yep.
Okay, it's been fixed. It's been fixed. Basketball with 2 L's is usually more searchable than basketball with 1.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought process too.
Typically, yeah. Okay, so Zelensky's got 3. Who am I missing? Davis is the 5. Oh, it's David Johnson's with his, yeah. That's the 3 there for Johnson. Again, the starting lineup for Louisville, the entire production coming from the starting lineup of Louisville at the moment. Blue Devils have rotated 7 in so far. Coach K still trying to look for some sort of normalcy in the lineup. Of the 9 games that Duke has started, there have been 7 different starting lineups for the Blue Devils, and only Matthew Hurt is the only player to have started all 9 of the lineups, which is not surprising because usually it takes Duke about 9 to 10 games to actually figure out its lineup, which it does during the non-conference season, and which is basically the point we're at now. So that's where we're at. Coming into this game, however, Louisville. Now, people are like, this season for him reminds me of the season after we won the national championship, that like 2015, 2016, where I was at school at the time. I distinctly remember we lost 3 straight games. They were close games, and 2 of them actually were at home. It was very depressing. We lost against Clemson, we lost against Notre Dame, we lost against Syracuse. At that point, we'd basically like fallen out of the rankings, and like the world is ending. The season like ended up like 11 losses for the season or whatever. It was like wasn't a spectacular season by any stretch of the imagination, but it was like things ended up okay because we did later get that spectacular Grayson game winner against UVA at the buzzer. Um, so that was like the high point there. But it's a lot of that I think this season. Definitely the younger players have had a tougher time, I think,
Yeah, I
adjusting.
mean, you'd also have to say, I mean, just in the sense of the environment that they're in with COVID and all that, it's very different. But on top of it, I would even say that this kind of the recruiting itself this year has been, as Duke is more of a turned itself into more of a one and done type team. The high school class this year, just in general, isn't that great. So
Yeah.
the team quality is not going to be that great, and that just there's not much you can necessarily do with that. There's only X amount of talent out there.
Well, the problem has become that you don't know. So Hurt has been the most consistent player for Duke, and Johnson, when he's playing well, gets you like 15 to 20 on a given night. The problem is that you don't know where the other points are going to come from. Like against Virginia Tech, you had Jeremy Roach with 20 some odd points, and then DJ Stewart was also in double digits, and then basically nobody else scored. Like it was those 3. And then against Pittsburgh, like it's just Hurt and Johnson, and then no one else shows up. And so you're like, well, and actually this has sort of been the problem ever since that 2015 team, where you knew you were going to get like, oh, and
Oh
actually
shoot!
the Zion team too, because you knew it was like Reddish, RJ, and Zion. But like you didn't like, where's the help gonna come from here as Johnson gets that stripped? Yeah, he probably should have shot it earlier in the possession. Another 5 turnovers here for Duke, and that's Louisville putting up a 3. They started hot early. That should
Ow!
be a foul on 21.
He just took down Hurt.
Yeah, that should be a foul on Louisville's 21, who's Charles Minland there, and nothing gets called except for an out of bounds. So they got away with that.
He literally just kind of fell on his knee and everything.
It's a quick inbounds and a quick shot
Nice.
there by Louisville.
That's exactly what we should have done off the inbounds pass and shot the ball
Samuel
when he
Williamson
was wide
there.
open.
Yeah, on the board now. It's 16 points for Louisville. Now, Duke, you could like look at the record and it's 3-2 in the ACC. Honestly, we've beaten the teams below us in the standings, and we've lost to the teams above us in the standings. And for those that didn't think like Pitt or VT were good, they actually are above us in the
Ooh,
ACC standings. That's a
nice shot.
beautiful 3-point shot as it ties it up. I think that was Moore there. Yep, Wendell getting it going here. And Moore is like, you need somebody to like one of the upperclassmen to actually show up and be steady. And Moore's just been 2 hit or miss, and that's a decent contest there. And Hurt gets it bounced off his lap.
Yeah, Hurt just kind of out muscled there, but I think the Withers was already stepping out of bounds, right?
Yeah, they're actually gonna call.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was out of bounds.
His back heel already had touched.
Hmm.
But good idea.
Good
I mean,
idea.
that's
Didn't quite
what
work
you
out.
should do in that situation is throw it off the opposing player.
Louisville coming into this game having lost its last 2 games too. So actually both teams 0
Yeah,
and
they
2.
both need a win in this
Yes,
game, basically.
they both need a win badly here. Louisville with the losses to Florida State and Miami actually against both Florida teams. Duke with the losses to Virginia Tech and Pittsburgh as Matthew Hurt's going to go for 3.
Oh,
Yes,
nice shot
that's a beauty.
from Hurt. He was already spotted up, ready to take that shot. And like I said, with his release point so high, it's very difficult to get a contestant. So if he gets his feet set and ready, he should pretty much always get it in.
Foul on the floor, although Roach bit hard. Wow. Roach bit really hard on the shot fake and just
Yeah.
went flying in the air. Stay
I
grounded,
think
my friend.
Johnson's did a good job after picking up that first foul to actually get out of any situation where he can pick up that second foul and get him out of the game. He's done a pretty good job of being actually able to stay in.
Yep.
Because I'm assuming if he does get that second foul, he's going to get pulled out instantly. So,
Foul trouble has been an issue for Johnson.
well, it kind of goes back to the you just don't have enough fouls to go around type thing. Like you don't have enough fouls for other players to be able to pick them up. In the past, there's always been a few players on the Duke team that are more defensively focused that pick up most of the fouls for you.
Like Goldwire in the past.
Like Zion wasn't picking up all the fouls. RJ wasn't really picking up all the fouls. Some games they were, just in the situation they were in, but typically there were other players to make those fouls and to keep them on the court.
Pass almost gets above Moore, although he does corral it, and Johnson,
slipped.
Slipped there as he started his drive to the bucket, and it's a turnover. The 6-1. That's just.
I don't think that's foul.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
He did bring his hurt. I think the reason why they're going to call it here is because he actually does bring his arm down, but not really.
Where? What?
Take that back.
That is totally offense-initiated contact. That is a BS call. What is that?
That's offensive. 100%. That is offensively.
That is that's like a no call. You can't just the defender is standing there. What is he doing? Are you kidding? What a terrible call.
And that does actually give Hurt his second foul. And I mean, if you're Coach K, I don't think you really have much of an option. He's got to stay in the game.
Roach has got to shoot that, and it's off. I mean, he had to shoot it. It was wide open, but he just missed it. God, that was an awful call. The shot by Louisville is wide as well. The rebound to Louisville. Oh, the behind-the-back pass was a beauty, actually.
That was a really nice pass.
Oh, my God.
And also, Johnson did get the contestant, but did not foul. So that was smart on his part.
Jalen Withers there with 2 points off the assist. Play. Wow. I got to give it to Louisville for that one. The 7-0 run here in the last minute and 15. Hurt has it now. Got to be careful. He's just going to put up a throw. Oh! Hurt from the corner.
He's proving me right.
Hey, that's a charge. No. That's a charge.
Yeah.
Or a walk, or yeah. That's a turnover.
Picked up the ball.
Slow it down, buddy. That's a turnover. Wow.
Davis. Yeah, I don't think much else is going to beat that. That's pretty nice. That was beautiful.
Yikes, dude. Yikes.
Oh, it's butter.
Wow. You got played. You got played right there. Yeah.
Oh, he stepped out. Come on. Are you serious? Really?
Oh, that is
Also, I gotta say, I like the Louisville shorts that says Ville on the back of their shorts. I actually think it's kind of cool.
The shorts aren't bad.
Oh, LSU Kentucky coming up next.
Yeah, except that
that's like a terrible
game. Kentucky isn't ranked.
Yeah.
And well, neither are we.
Well, neither are we. So I mean,
actually, misery loves company, as they say. So neither Kentucky, Louisville, or UNC. No, sorry.
UNC did win today, though.
Yeah, they did just beat NC State, which is also unranked. But Duke, UNC, and Kentucky were all out. So it's just not.
I think that goes back to what I was saying. Like this high school recruiting class wasn't that great, so it's going to severely affect the teams that tend to rely on high school McDonald's All-Americans that come into the sport, right? And now with the new rules of where you have to stay 2 years, I mean, that's going to impact these teams. Like they have to readjust how they recruit. They have to readjust how they develop kind of their players, right? So it is an adjustment for all these big name schools that have been pumping out these incredible players and sending them to the league, because that formula does not necessarily work anymore.
And actually, if you look at a team like Baylor, their top five scorers are
Are
all
all seniors or juniors,
seniors or
right?
juniors. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
non-freshmen. They have like four freshmen on the roster, but they don't have significant minutes.
I mean, that was the same recipe that Louisville used last year. It was the same
Hmm.
recipe that UVA used when they made their run and won the championship.
Multiple
Mostly all
for
those
multiple
players were all
years, for multiple
seniors. Yeah.
years.
Most of those players were all seniors. And that's how Duke used to win most of their national championships. But when the switch kind of moved to one and dones, and that was the pretty much, I'm not going to disagree that it wasn't a good idea. I think it was a good idea because I think that was pretty much the only way you're going to win the championship at that point.
Yeah.
But I I think now it's just the shift, and I think
Well,
this is the
actually,
season of
you
like
saw this shift
figuring it
coming.
out.
Saw this shift coming a year, not last year because we didn't have an NCAA tournament. But the year before that, right? It was this out of the Sweet 16 or the Elite Eight. I think all the schools in the Elite Eight were non one and done type of schools, or that was
Correct.
it was
Yeah, it was
something.
like Texas Tech. It
Yeah,
was
Michigan
with
State.
Culver there. Michigan State also.
Nah,
Michigan State has a mixes it.
they do.
Izzo kind of does a he picks one and dones, but he also like I mean he has the recipe that Duke needs to follow, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
He has players that he develops for 4 to 5 years, and then their senior and junior year, like they're actually scoring like 10 to 20 points a game, and then he'll have like one McDonald's All American that's still a bucket or
And
something like that.
actually, within the decade, the one and done decade, which essentially starts in like after Duke's national championship in 2010, you go from 11 all the way to like, well, last year didn't like count, right? So, but um, it was only Duke and Kentucky that won games, that won national titles with the one and dones. Everybody else, so like, despite the fact that it was like the one and done era, the one and done decade, it only worked really twice.
Right, but it didn't work for anybody else more than twice.
No, no, it didn't work for anybody else at all. It was just like
Yeah,
Duke and Kentucky
exactly.
got it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they only got it once. So like, still sort of interesting that like the one
Well,
and
that
done
was the
era,
Anthony Davis, right?
it was the Anthony Davis
Yeah.
team. Yeah, like produced like extremely interesting and like sort of these like flashy highlight, like the Zions of the world, and obviously you have the Okafor like team in 2015. Um, but like it didn't really work for anybody other than Duke and Kentucky.
Yeah, because you need three of them
Yeah, you need
or
three.
four of them for it to work.
You
I
really
think
do need three.
Joey should shoot this. He does.
Uh, no. Oh, I'm behind you there. All right. And he missed it anyway, so now I'm
Yeah,
at now I'm on the other side of the floor. We're at 7 minutes here, so I think we're lined up. The commercials
you're at seven.
sometimes
Yeah.
screw
Okay.
things up.
Right.
Zeslinski
Nice.
here on the perimeter. Duke's still sticking with the zone. Again, this reminds me of that team after the national title, that they went to a zone defense because that was the only thing that they could play
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing
that
else
year.
this team can play.
Like the man-to-man with so many freshmen and so little playtime just did not work, and so they had to rely on the zone.
You also think most of the times we actually just did play straight man, we could switch 1 through 5.
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
can't really do that.
5 seconds of the shot clock here. Moore's got to make it happen. It's 2, it's 1. This is a prayer, and it's not even going to hit the rim, as that's a shot clock violation and a terrible, terrible possession for
That
the
was
Blue Devils.
I'd have to say though it was a really good job by Louisville, and coming out on that hedge that late in the shot clock basically gave Moore absolutely
Nowhere to go.
nothing to do. So it was really good defense.
Nowhere to go. Yeah, that was 6 minutes 13 seconds here in the first half.
I would have to say before I knock on wood and break it, but the flow of the game has been smooth.
It has been
pretty
pretty good. It has been pretty good. Duke look like
It's not tons of fouls or anything like that. I think it's pretty good.
as Johnson
Whoa.
gets the 3 there from the right corner.
Contested 3.
I was about to say we've been close in this thing, but where we've actually gotten hurt the most is in the last 2 minutes of halves. Like we've been able to actually make these runs after the under 4 timeout. We make this like little run, and then right before halftime, the opposing team and Virginia Tech and Pittsburgh, they did this to us. We were getting within single digits. It was like a 2 possession game, and all of a sudden by halftime, it's like a 4 or 5 possession game. We're like, what just happened? That should be a foul. That should be an and one.
Yeah, he fouled
Absolutely.
him 100%. Yeah.
As
Yeah,
Matthew Hurt
yeah.
there goes and drills that
That's a great
2-point
shot by
shot.
Hurt there.
Yep. So
He's going to
Zlitsky is
be
going to be
really good
called.
in the NBA, actually.
You think
I
so?
think. Yeah, because how tall is he? 6'10"?
Yeah, he's up there. We can look at the.
Yeah, he's good. He's fine. He can shoot. If he can shoot like that and do step in, pull up jump shots like that, he's fine in the NBA.
Let's see.
Think of the. Oh man.
He's 6'9". 6'9".
Okay, maybe not then. He's too short.
Well, maybe he like grows another inch or two. Maybe they list him at 6'11".
Pretty much, if you're 6'10" and above, and you can play the 4 or 5, and you can spread the floor and shoot, you pretty much have a contract in the NBA with like the majority of basketball teams.
Yeah, 6'9", 235 at the moment after his 20-pound gain in the offseason there. So that's pretty good. I can't manage to put on any weight, so.
Yeah, you can tell his legs got way bigger. His upper body not as much, but his legs got way bigger from last year.
He definitely looks a lot more confident, that's for sure. He's been doing a lot more active, especially in the paint, that you just wouldn't have seen last year. We just basically gotten blown over. Does the mask have a Duke logo? That is the question, though, because that would count. But I don't think so. I don't think it does. Oh, and Hurt misses the 1-and-1, the and one shot there. Duke now in a 3-2 zone.
Yeah, you can see that Coach K's probably switched to this to get them off of the 3-point line more.
Yep.
But it is a little harder to rebound out of it there. The two on the bottom of it do a really good job on their box outs. And Goldwire should be open.
They just short-armed it. He just short-arms that shot. And this run out by Louisville, a little out of control, but they are going to call a foul here. Goldwire should have absolutely hit that.
He's so frustrating to watch.
You're right. There are fans. There are fans.
Yeah, that was not crazy.
You're not
there
crazy.
Are a decent amount of fans.
It's like a fan per, like a section per row.
Which I mean,
it's not bad.
Which is like common sense. You're more than 6 feet away from everybody.
Yeah. That seems to work
it's
here.
Totally fine. Also, especially for college sports, I really do, and a lot of this was made out in the college football playoff too. I know Dabo and all that made it into a big deal. Like let the families go watch their kids play. Like it's a little.
Did they not let them in the football?
No, they weren't. That's why they moved the Rose Bowl to.
To Atlanta.
To Dallas.
To Dallas. Yeah. It was in Jerry World.
They had the Rose Bowl there.
Because they wouldn't let them otherwise.
They wouldn't let the families come, and they were like, "Why can the families go to the other game and watch Bama and blah 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 play, and we can't?"
Oh, Johnson's got to drill this thing. Oh yes, baby, that's an and one. He was in the restricted area. I would honestly
so close to being a top 10 highlight.
I was going for it. I was gearing up for the poster because you saw this thing from a mile away. You're like, he is absolutely squaring this thing up, and he is actually not in the restricted area. That is really close.
Okay, he is, but then he lifts.
Oh, you're right. I see. There it is. Good call.
Right?
Yep.
So yes. I actually don't know what the rule is.
No, this is correct.
No. I'm just now. This is being more critical.
No.
Is it like a wall?
Yeah.
That's drawn up from the line, so I can have. So can I actually have my heel? Like, if he never actually puts his heel down, we would have never known.
It's like being out of bounds. Like if your heel hasn't touched the out of bounds line, that's a charge. That is absolutely a charge and a half. Yeah. There as Johnson eats that. Yeah.
Called that one for the ref.
But his heels were down on the floor.
Right. So I'm saying if his heels never actually were down on the floor,
then you'd never know. Yeah. Then you'd never know. Yeah. Just like if your heel never actually touches the out of bounds, like you're not out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a really good job there by It wasn't Johnson.
It was Johnson. That
was a really good job there. You're taught in basketball most of the time is to, when someone drives baseline, literally just put your foot on the baseline, and they will have to run through you to get there, and that's exactly what happened.
Duke playing a bit of passing game here, entering around the perimeter. They did have a cutting Goldwire, but they didn't hit him there. So 7 seconds. Johnson thought about it. 4 seconds, and Matthew Hurt just into a tough shot that turns into a beauty. 12 points for Matthew as Duke is now ahead by 1.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, you can do that in the NBA. Like, if you can hit those types of shots, like, you have a future. Like, that's a LaMarcus Aldridge type play. Like, he doesn't actually need to do anything.
Yeah, but then it's like there were probably like 2 or 3 easy shots Duke could have had on that possession, and they settled for that.
It was unbelievable.
Great hands by Goldwire. Here, the ACC's one of the ACC leaders in steals, and he does finish it.
Oh my God, he made it.
He made it. Yeah, he made it. Everybody, Duke Nation held their breath as Jordan Goldwire actually got the layup.
It's a miracle.
Timeout, Chris Mack and Louisville here. 3:30, and this is going to be the under 4 media timeout as Duke has put on a bit of a run here going in. This was the time that we were like, Duke usually gets blown out of the gym right before halftime, but Jordan Goldwire with the active hands, the beautiful steal. And this could have, that could have been a foul there on the swipe.
Maybe, but it's so funny. I was about to just roast Goldwire, and like I've been watching it for so long that it's just like I don't understand why he's on the court sometimes. So obviously
he's on the court for that. He's on the court for that. His defensive ability is tremendous. He's one of Duke's best defenders. For sure.
I just don't understand what he does in the offseason. Does he not shoot? Like, what does he do?
Does he not shoot?
I really don't understand. Like,
he just intercepts passes. He just intercepts passes.
Is that all? Like Duke coaching staff's like, yeah, your shot is like it's over. Like, we're not even gonna figure it out.
No, he can shoot it from time to time. I mean,
I don't know. I just feel like he 2 years ago his level of shooting is the same.
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
But he does handle the ball better.
It's like when Ben Simmons goes and plays Jaylen Brown. He's like, whoa, you can work out in the offseason and do things you can't do last season. Like it's like that type of thing.
So he leads the ACC. Here's the thing: he leads the ACC in steals, 2.6 a game. So like that's his thing, and he's third in assist to turnover ratio. So like he is being very productive from like
4-point swing every game.
Yeah, essentially. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with it. Granted, it's not
I'm just saying sometimes on offense, it's like a drag.
Well, yeah, because it's not like the Trey Jones point guard that can get you 20.
We literally saw it on the last possession. Like he got the ball in an open situation, was like, "Oh, let me pass."
So, right.
Like shoot, right? So
yeah.
It's like right, if you can make that trade-off and it's worth it, then totally. But
you're right. He doesn't really hunt his own shot.
I just wish I've seen him play so much. I just wish it, his game just progressed a little more.
Yeah, especially as one of the more senior folks on the team there.
Because he's what, a junior or senior?
Yeah. Yep.
Junior? Is it junior or senior?
He is I want to say junior, but I will confirm that in 2 seconds. Nope, he's a senior.
He's a senior?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well.
And quick, I think my stats are up to date. I'm at 30-27.
DJ Stewart confuses me. I feel like he should score more.
Well, that's the thing. There are games where he does, and there's games when it just disappears, which is what? Because he's like that. He could be.
I don't really understand. I've watched Duke play this season. I'm just like, this kid should be getting a bucket every single time.
He should be getting us 15 points a game easily, and it just doesn't happen.
Which is odd.
All right, we're back to it here after the Louisville timeout.
My camera. Oh, never mind. I just never moved.
Louisville does get the bucket there. That was Williamson there with the extra points coming right out of the timeout. Field goal percentage in favor of the Blue Devils. Actually shooting pretty well, 55% from the floor so far in this game. Wendell Moore, the turnaround step back is short. Probably because he stepped back. So
Just like coming out of timeout.
This is a 3.
Really?
No, it's actually a 2. That's a 2.
That's a 2.
That's a 2.
I just don't understand why you shoot. Like, that's the shot you get off timeout. Come on.
Well, to be fair, it was a Louisville timeout, but it was a straight 4 points for Louisville. Jalen Johnson got to get this cross court. He does, quicker. Yes. Oh, yeah, because the closeout was too quick there by Louisville. Oh, goal into the rim, Goldwire.
Oh my god.
Oh my. There, I guess that's your point. Like, yeah, he should have just like taken the little floater, and there's the 3-pointer by Louisville. Okay, spoke too soon. There's the 7-point run, and now it's a Duke timeout.
Okay, so in that situation, when I was like, it's too late, once the ball gets anywhere near Goldwire, it's over because you don't have to help. So when you're running and actually sprinting to the other person, you stop. You leave him open. Like, instead of running, you know the next ball and the next person that's going to be open is Goldwire, but you don't go there. You hop to the next person because you know he can't shoot and he's not going to do anything. He's just going to pass it anyways. So your advantage just goes away instantly. And we saw it right there.
I wish I had a replay of. I mean, we could rewind the YouTube thing, but like, that is frustrating.
Yeah, I'm going to rewatch it.
Well, because there's 2 things that happened there, right? It was Johnson that was late on the cross-court pass down to the bottom, and then Goldwire, who was literally a foot from the basket, could have just gone up a little floater, easy floater, and he decides to try to get it outside, and the shot's just way off. Now, like, I guess if the shot had made it, then sure, but like, yikes. All right, now out of the Duke timeout. What shot do we get out of this? 2 minutes to go. Down by 4. They're going to go ISO here. Just Johnson alone, and he gets swatted. There were 3 birds down there to pluck that one out, as that shot is good by Hurt, who basically bails out Duke on that broken possession.
100%.
15 points for Matthew so far tonight. And that's a wide open 3-point shot for Louisville that's short, and the rebound will connect.
Shoot. What do you...
Second chance opportunity. Johnson is short on his 3. Rebound to Louisville. And now Jones bringing it up the court for the Cardinal. And
nice behind the back
that
pass
is
there.
another behind the back pass. That 3-point shot, however, isn't going to go. Rebound to Duke. Minute 5. Duke doesn't score in transition. That's like a last year thing. Hurt with the shot fake. Hurt down low. Oh, intercepted.
Nice try.
Good idea.
He walked, didn't he? When he stepped up?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Turnover.
Yeah. That was really good defense there to step up. He knew Hurt was still there for the second to be able to contest the layup at the other side. Wow, Coach K going for the Apple Watch.
Yeah, the fit version.
Yeah, interesting.
All right, 49 seconds here. Duke by 3. I guess you could go for a quick 2-for-1, but it would have to be extremely fast, and Duke doesn't seem to be in any rush.
With this team, not worth it.
Yeah, Duke doesn't seem to be in a rush here. That's almost a foul there. Is Roach there for 3, and he is short. Coleman tries to get the rebound, but can't. Louisville with a recovery, game shot clock, basically a second off at this point, and Louisville is just going to hold this for the final shot of the half. Up by 3, looking to see what else they can get before they go into the halftime. Davis passing it to Jones. Jones looking for the screen up top. Now working one-on-one against Moore. Down low. Oh, they turned that one over.
It was a really good idea. That's where the pass was.
Yeah,
just that's where the opening was.
Kind of going through the legs there. Duke with a quick substitution to get Coleman out of the game. and I can't see exactly who they put in. Probably here's
Be able to get a
Moore,
shot
2
off.
seconds, Moore from half court off the
Oh,
front of the rim.
he could have taken another step or
Yeah,
two.
yeah. I mean, he
He
got
had
it
a
there.
he could have taken another step. I think he could have totally made it.
All right,
Might
so
have got a
not
number
as
a little
bad.
closer.
Not as bad as the last 2 games. We're only down 3.
I actually think they're in a pretty good spot. I don't think it's
And
that bad.
we have won the second half in each of the last 2 games that we've ended up losing, but we've always won the second half. The problem is we were just down too far going into halftime, and so we couldn't actually make up the difference.
Yeah, the color scheme with Clemson at Florida State is absolutely disgusting.
It is really weird.
It's really like
I kind of agree.
just
Although the Florida State uniforms kind of match the floor.
wait. Oh my God,
They blend in.
they're up by 30.
Oh, wow, they're up by 30. I didn't notice the score line. They're up by more than 30. They're up by 36.
My Lord,
34. Wow, that is Florida State putting the hurt on number 20,
Clemson went down
Clemson.
and partied in Tallahassee a little too much.
Goodness.
God.
And that is one of the surprising results of the day.
Oh, there we go. We got our friend from the fired basketball coaches association.
Seth Greenberg. Oh my God. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? The other surprising result from the day: number 9, Kansas, falling on the road to Oklahoma, 75-68. This is probably going to be one of the highlights that they show here at the halftime. And also, Virginia Tech ranked number
Kansas
16.
One of the stronger teams this year, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Yeah, I remember watching that. I was like, damn, this actually looks like a legit basketball team. They do have like the size. They have the right players in the right places too.
Yeah, and
But Bill Self just never finishes.
Haven't been as strong on the road, however. And then number 16 Virginia Tech gets basically blown out in the Carrier Dome by Boeheim and the Syracuse Orange, 78-60. That was after we ended up going to Virginia Tech and losing. But at this point, it seems like every game of Virginia Tech, you might as well just write it off as a loss, because I don't even know. We just can't play in Blacksburg anymore. I don't know. It's just like a thing. I can't even every year.
Virginia Tech
Every year.
gets us.
Every
Literally
year.
every year.
Um,
Well, so this kind of goes back to like the fast starts and slow starts to Duke. So I actually think this is like it is a byproduct of like one and dones and younger players not necessarily being as ready, but it also is that these new players have never actually experienced what it is to play on Duke, and someone on the other side of the court being like, I actually hate Duke and I'm going to try 1,000 times harder this basketball game than I ever did.
is that still a thing without the fans?
100%.
You think so?
100%.
Okay.
100%. Every coach before the game is like, this is Duke. Like, this is a massive game. This is where you go and like put them in their place.
Even though we're unranked.
100%. Yeah. Beat them while we're down type thing.
Oh my God.
Literally it's the same thing. When Liverpool was really bad, all the rivals would still come out and try to
pounced.
It's the normal thing, right? And here is the Oklahoma Kansas highlight. Somebody must have popped off on
yeah, one of the Oklahoma here shooters from basically popped off from 3. Which is basically what happens when one of the top teams loses. Some guy on the other side just pops off.
Is that Giannis's brother or something?
Exactly like him, yeah.
Right? I'm not crazy.
No.
It totally looked like.
I don't actually know. I haven't followed Kansas closely enough.
He looks really similar. And like body type. Well, let me check.
But Baylor, however, holds on. They were actually they went down into the locker room. They went into the locker room down at halftime at Oklahoma State, but then basically righted the ship and just ran Oklahoma State out of the building in the second half. Again, Baylor with their extremely experienced lineup.
I think it's just a lookalike.
Just a lookalike?
Definitely is no Antetokounmpo on Kansas. He does have a brother that plays for another NBA team, but I thought they had a third brother.
Well, there was one that didn't we call the G League game that had one from.
That's what I thought. There were multiple brothers.
There's 3. There's 3 of them.
3.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of creepy that Google knows that I typed in how many brothers, and the first thing comes up, does Giannis have?
Well, didn't you just type in Giannis earlier?
No, I just typed in Kansas.
Oh, that is weird.
Okay, he's got 4 brothers.
Oh, well, there you go.
One plays in Greece. One plays for the Lakers, which is definitely not playing for the Lakers.
Well, plays for the Lakers. I mean,
The other
sits on the
one,
bench for the Lakers. Maybe better. Maybe the better description.
the other guy plays. His other brother Alex plays overseas. Actually, probably would wait. Yeah, that's why would they ever play for a college basketball team?
Yeah, no, I mean they don't need to.
That's actually a really dumb idea. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know why we thought about that. They could just play overseas and make money and be fine. Yeah, exactly. Which is kind of where the tendency of all the one and dones and those types of players are going. But either way, I would have to say the NBA has heated up with the recent trades.
Well, after the whole James Harden and the Nets thing,
Yeah, we now have a super team in New York City, except it's not the Knicks.
it's not the one you'd expect.
It's not the one. It's incredible, right? Like the Nets moved to Brooklyn 5 to 10 years. They're terrible, and they like have a good team. It's like New York's been at MSG for like 40 years, and we still suck.
Yeah, and haven't done anything to fix it.
Haven't done absolutely anything to
Although
fix it.
RJ did
And
pop off the other night, didn't he?
yeah, who cares? But the other part of it, it's like I did like the Obi Toppin pick, but the other guy looks really good. I forget. Halliburton, kid, like absolute bucket for the Kings right now. Like actually looks like super in control, and Obi kind of looks lost a little bit.
Has Obi
Still,
not played for you guys much?
he hasn't played too well,
Huh.
but overall, I still think the whole Nick. I think the I think it's going to be very interesting because I think the Lakers are still favorites 100% because you can't say they're not after they won it. Like they're the champions,
and they
like
haven't lost anyone.
they haven't lost, so like they're still favorites in my opinion. But if the Nets don't make it to the finals to play them, it's a bust of a season, 110% for them. And if they don't beat them, possible bust too.
Interesting.
I think that team. Wow, I was angry. I think that team has 100% placed on itself that they like need to make the finals for it to be a successful season, which completely changes the scope of the East because now what does Giannis do?
Well, he said he's staying in Milwaukee.
After he signed the contract, what does he do now?
Yeah, because he's
not going to make it to the finals for 3 years, 2 years.
No, and they haven't made the changes. Like, I mean, we did those games in the finals, and just like
they made those trades, but the trades didn't do anything. We know what the problem is.
Yeah, I still think Middleton is like the best player on the team.
He is. He's still the best player.
I don't know.
Giannis is still the best like regular season basketball player. He still is.
But in the playoffs, Middleton looked better.
100% because he can create his own shot and doesn't just have to drive to the basket, which is like. Oh, this is Matthew Hurt.
Yeah. Oh, there's a dog back there. Did you see the dog cutout? That was cool.
Oh, I thought there was like an actual dog.
No, but there was a nice puppy cut out there. But yeah, so I mean, it's basically the Clipper disaster from last year, right? That they put together this super team.
And also, like, I don't even think the Clippers are going to beat the Lakers.
Is Golden State have a shot at it?
They don't even know because they don't have Klay Thompson.
They don't have Klay Thompson.
If they had Klay Thompson, maybe I would have given him more of a shot. But the Klay Thompson, the second injury, which is, I feel so bad for the guy. I mean, that's literally awful. I could not imagine tearing your ACL and then literally coming back, tearing your Achilles. Like, literally could not be worse. But I don't think they're good, but they're not going to be enough. Granted, if he comes back and is like 80% of himself and the entire Golden State team does stay together, Wiseman's the real deal. Like he's a bucket.
Can he even come back this year? That's like not a thing. No. You can't come back from Achilles injury in the season.
Like James Wiseman is the real deal. We only saw the guy play like 10 times at Memphis, but he's very good as a basketball player. Like he knows what he's doing on the basketball court. Like granted, it's probably the easiest team ever to play for because they all pass and it's kind of movement and all that. And you have Draymond Green, who's literally your coach as a player as well. Like who else are you going to learn from that's better than that? Like he is proving that he is the actual supposed to be the number one pick. Also, Funny thing that we're watching a Peloton commercial. Joe Biden has a Peloton that they wanted to bring into the White House,
Really?
but Secret Service and Cyber said this is a terrible idea and we will not allow this inside because it can easily be hacked with Wi-Fi and anybody can listen to your conversation. So they are not allowing the Peloton to come into the White House.
Why can't
All
they
right,
just like
all right,
put it?
R.I.P. Peloton.
Oh, actually, so this is like a really interesting one because you'd say, well, like, why don't they just put it like in the gym or like whatever? But like conceivably, he would be like working out, and somebody would be like talking to him about something that needs like there's like a
Yes,
decision that needs to be made,
yes.
right? Like,
That's like exactly what the official
right,
said. They're
right, right,
like,
right.
if he is on the bike and someone like he has to say something classified,
Yeah, yeah.
anybody can hear it.
Exactly, exactly. Because like I've
It's
always
not
had
that.
this like idea, like if I was president, I would make the presidential gym, and I
Yeah.
could like have all my Secret Service folks like work out with me. But like I would completely suspect that like in between sets, there's somebody giving me like the morning briefing,
Yeah,
like
100%.
right? You're
Exactly.
like you do your 10, and then you're resting, and you're like, all right, like what's going on in
What
North
did Iran
Korea?
do
Yeah,
today?
yeah, exactly. Like give me the lowdown as you're doing it, or like you're on the treadmill for your 15 minutes after the workout and you're like, okay, like who do I have to meet
I
with
also,
today? Like,
but to me, I also thought it was kind of weird that they wanted to bring a Peloton. Like, isn't there a gym?
well, yeah, but I guess like yeah, you could just have a stationary bike. Like I'm sure you could buy any high performance stationary bike
Like,
that
I
doesn't
don't
have an
know.
iPad on it.
Unless they just love the Peloton, right? Maybe they just love Peloton.
Maybe
Maybe Jill
people
loves it.
people love their Pelotons, man. I
Yeah.
guess that's
But
the
I'm
thing.
just saying, like, I'm sure you could get a very good workout from one of the Secret Service agents that could definitely hype you up throughout the entire bike ride. So,
Yeah,
and I'm sure
that's
they
true.
wouldn't mind.
I'm sure you could probably bring the trainer to the White House. Like that would be like
Yeah, it's definitely.
this is
Um,
the match you were talking about tonight. This Poirier McGregor.
oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be it's gonna be insane. I'm so excited.
Does it? Are they actually gonna fight today or tomorrow morning? Like, is it like a 1 o'clock in the morning thing, or are they?
It's at 12 o'clock. The main event typically starts at 12 o'clock
Ah.
Eastern time. It starts 3 o'clock West Coast because it's in Vegas.
Well, no, that's
Well,
that's
this
nine
one's not in
o'clock my
Vegas.
time. That's nine
This one
o'clock
I
my
don't
time.
know if is in Vegas. They still may be doing this in Fight Island and may be doing it for American time
I see. I
because
see.
that's actually one of the neatest things that it was actually one of the neatest things that Dana White did. He's like basically COVID's not going to shut us down. And UFC is kind of the type of sport to where it's only two people fighting.
Yeah.
So like there's really not that much contact as long as you keep everybody necessarily separated before the actual fight and like event staff like all separated, all that type of stuff. So if you think about it logistically, it's one of the easier sports to like go
Yeah,
through a
because there's very
pandemic.
limited
There's
surface
not
area.
that
Yeah.
many people,
Not that
right?
many
Yeah.
people.
And no fans, not the end of the world either for the viewing experience because when you're watching it on TV, like you see the judges, but you don't see the fans really. Like, yeah, I mean, it is super hype when they start chanting the people's names and stuff, and it's really cool. But they were actually what they did is that they needed and nowhere would actually let them like host events. They tried Florida. Florida wasn't going to work, and then they went to Abu Dhabi. And in Abu Dhabi, they were just like, "Here's an island, like here you go, like build your
Here's
fight
an
island."
island.
And Dana White's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And they built it there, and they held all the events there, like with
How
the
many have they
protocols and
done?
all that. They haven't stopped. They haven't
Several.
skipped
Oh,
one.
it's just like just been
It's
a
never stopped.
interesting.
Like the amount of like no main. I don't think any main event. Maybe in the first couple months. Maybe in the first couple months they postponed. I think they did, but like after 2 months, they like everybody's fighting again. And they've
Interesting.
actually at it at a higher rate. They've had more fights. They've had more fight cards at a higher rate. They've been pumping it out way more now, mainly because they probably need money for buying the island.
For the I was gonna say the island was
Like,
probably kind of
probably
expensive.
pretty expensive. So
The island
but
was
now ESPN
expensive.
owns them and has the contract with them. Not owns them, but they're on ESPN. So ESPN's paying millions for it. And last weekend was the first time ever that a UFC fight was nationally televised for free on ABC, which is actually very weird to think about because it's like a violent sport and anybody can just watch
Oh, that is
it,
interesting.
which is pretty fascinating. But no, it's just pretty interesting how they ended up like going through it, and now McGregor's coming back. Tonight's gonna be lit. Poirier and him absolutely hate each other. They fought each other before. McGregor needs this win to kind of catapult himself back to like stardom. So it'll be really good.
Who are you taking?
I can't bet against McGregor.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, right?
Yeah, I don't. I he's also like, if you like watched him in recent interviews, like something's wrong, like mentally, in the sense of like he's kind of locked. He's really locked in.
He's very locked in. Okay.
Yeah, like he literally told Dana White, he's like, "Yeah, I want to fight 4 fights in the Q1." I'm like, okay.
Well, there you go. All right, and so we're getting back to our main event here for now.
Let's not forget about Grandpa's playing tomorrow.
Who?
Grandpa, Aaron and Tom. Gotta talk about.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. Is there a game today or both games
No,
tomorrow?
they're both tomorrow.
They're both tomorrow. Okay.
Both tomorrow.
Yeah. But like Aaron's not that old.
Yeah, he's like 37.
Yeah, but Brady's like 40.
Still ancient.
For
football sakes.
I guess, but there's still
nice
like
move there by Hurt there, be able to seal him off. That was for the first time they attacked the mismatch too.
Oh, there we go. Turn that baby around and Hurt just easy.
Oh, I'm ahead
with a beautiful post move. You are ahead. I'm just gonna skip. I got it. Yep, we're up ahead here as Louisville still has possession of the ball, and that's going to be a foul on Wendell.
Really?
Brady's gonna win.
Hands?
This is in It's in Lambeau.
So?
It's in Lambeau,
you really
isn't it?
Think?
Is it?
I don't know, man. It's in Lambeau.
It isn't. Okay, it's in Lambeau. Is it gonna snow?
Hold on. Yep, I'm checking the weather.
Is it gonna snow? But it doesn't matter because Brady played in Foxborough and the weather's just as bad. So like. That isn't a thing. He's not Peyton Manning. Like
it is gonna snow.
It is gonna snow. Fabulous. That's gonna be great. Oh, that should have been. Come on, that should have been the Duke steal. But instead, I think they're gonna get Johnson with a foul. Yikes.
It may snow in the morning. It may not snow during the game, but there will be some early morning snow showers.
There'll be some early morning snow showers in Lamb. Oh, the mask does have a Duke D, by the way.
It does? Okay.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, there at the bottom.
Yeah. Bottom left should have a Duke D.
So
there's
awful free throw.
Yeah, that looked really bad. I was like, damn,
he shot it from left to right.
If this thing goes in, I'm like, wow, that's okay. Well, that one went in there. So Dre Davis with 11 points now. Only Cardinal in double figures so far. Only Blue Devil in double figures is Matthew Hurd, and he's running away with the thing with 17 points at the moment. Duke down by 2, and absolutely, this is what we were saying. Who's the second scorer? Right now, I don't know.
He's literally got half the team's points.
He literally has half the team's points.
Literally.
And he's about to have more than that, except he's going to get this out to Wendell, and he's going to be fouled.
That was a nice move. Good job not to shoot there by Hurt. That was the right play there was to pass.
So Zelinsky with his third.
So I think Jay Billis is also sort of talking about this, but the screens that they have with Johnson at the top, he's open every single time on the dive.
But they just don't get him the ball?
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look. Call it out when the next one you see. There you go. Finally. Is that his first?
That's a set. He's had 3. That's 5.
That's 5. That's 5 for him. 37 all. As DJ Stewart manages to contribute there. So, and I don't think he's hit a shot since that first little spurt back and forth.
What the hell
that was a walk.
It's our ball, but I don't really understand what happened.
Withers, I thought, walked with it.
No, he literally threw it up in the air and it went out of bounds.
Well, then it got stripped. Duke with an opportunity to actually take the lead here. Looking good coming out of the halftime locker room. Again, we've been better in the second halves of games. This would be a huge win for the Blue Devils, especially for confidence. And Matthew Hurt going to hit. I think you're about a second ahead of me as Hurt drills it, and that is his 20th points there. And he was just wide open on that one.
He knew he was shooting it before too.
I mean,
He was
Matthew
locked
Hurt
in.
is absolutely feeling it. The ACC's leading scorer, second leading scorer, because the guy from Pittsburgh is number one, who put a hurt on us, like 31 points the other night
No,
anyway.
Johnson.
And
Johnson too hard on the hedge there. There's no need. There was no need to be able to like step on him all the way there. Like if he's gonna shoot, like yes, you got the contest out, but he came out way too hard. So
Wendell Moore with a tough turnaround jump shot.
God, the pace of the game has definitely picked up.
The pace has picked up. So apparently the trick to beat Louisville is to score 77 points because Louisville has never scored more than 77 in its ACC games. And Chris Mack is going to call timeout as Louisville hits a
Why do
three.
you call a timeout?
And now he has 12. I don't know.
Wait,
it's a tie game.
I'm confused.
I don't know. Chris Mack decides to call a timeout. He immediately calls a timeout.
Yeah, I'm really.
Can
you leave yourself with 2 for the rest of the game?
It could be to try to change something defensively. That would be my only guess.
I don't know. That was kind of odd.
Let's see what they try to do, or what they come out with defensively.
Only 30 seconds, or is it 60?
This should be 60. Well, you have 2 fulls in the rest and 3 60s.
Well, with the NBA, they're all the same now, right? So in the NBA, they were all the same. They were all like 60 or 75.
But yeah, Tom's gonna win tomorrow, and he's gonna go to the Super Bowl. While the playoffs never did.
So.
Well, the Patriots didn't even make the playoffs. So.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Aaron's gonna take it. The bad man.
He's gonna be that bad man.
No.
This is why I think so, though. And I think I'm rationalizing it too much for myself. But Tom's got another year at Tampa. If he doesn't win it this year, he will 1,000% win the Super Bowl next year.
They're without Antonio Brown, by the way.
Aaron Rodgers, I think, only has this year to win it. I don't think he has many more years to win it. The team's just not like, I don't know what's going to happen with Devontae. I don't know what's like. I feel like there's more pressure on Rodgers to win. And I think he thrives in that situation. Also, the Bucs absolutely destroyed Green Bay earlier in the year. So I think there's a little.
I do remember that game.
I think there's a little in Green Bay being like, yeah, this
it like wasn't even close.
It was like a disaster first half. It was like, there were like 2 INTs that came back for touchdowns. There was like some turnover. It was like already like 30 points, like 30-0, like at the second half. And it was like, all right, well, this is not even like a game at this point.
Yep.
Now, the other game.
The other game is interesting, too, here with the Buffalo Bills.
Dude, I mean.
And the Chiefs.
The last few games, Josh Allen looks unbelievable.
He's looked good this season.
He's slinging around. Him and Mahomes are the two, like they don't need to step into the throws. They just go like this, and it literally gets there. It's the strangest thing ever from both of them. It's going to be really cool to watch them both play. Mahomes he's
cleared
to play.
He is. There's no way he wasn't going to
be. What was going to happen.
There's no way he's not going to be cleared.
He's not ready. I hate to say it. He was going to play anyway.
He's going to play. He's going to play. There's no world in which he does not play.
Not to sound worse, but like he didn't it wasn't like a normal concussion. Like he didn't get.
I didn't understand that.
I didn't understand it either.
Replay. I wasn't even convinced after the replay. I was I
didn't even think. Yeah, he got wobbly, and I was like, "What the heck? Like, why?" Like, I saw the tackle, and I was like, "Okay."
Because the hit was to the shoulder. Like the hit was totally legal.
I think it's when he hit the ground.
But it doesn't even look like he hits the ground that hard.
Either.
Because he comes down on the defender. So I was just so confused. This is going to be a foul fest situation up here at the top between Johnson and Hurt, and I don't know who this is going to go against.
I thought it was going to go on Hurt, to be completely honest with you. And Mac, his hands were not straight up, first of all.
Well, they're going to call it on Hurt because they're not giving us the ball. So, Oh no! Oh wait, no, we have
Wait, we have the
we
ball.
we we have the ball. We have the ball.
But
So I guess
also
this is
like,
on Johnson.
but also Johnson, I don't. Is that really a
It's a
foul?
foul. It's a foul in Louisville. It's a foul in Louisville. Oh, this is wide open. Jalen
Oh my
Johnson's got to hit
god.
the. Oh my god, and he short arms it.
Oh my god.
Oh lord. Oh lord, that was bad.
That was really bad.
That was really bad. Wow. Okay. Well. That didn't even hit the rim. Yikes. Moving on. 42 all.
Next possession.
Okay, as Louisville driving here.
Nice job.
Driving baseline. Good defense by Hurt. It was well played on Davis. And here, 8 seconds. Davis going to get it back.
Oh.
That's going to be an and one as Jalen Johnson's going to pick up another foul. And Withers.
I was literally about to say that was good defense too, because it really wasn't that bad. He actually rotated correctly off the extra pass and was there. He just puts his arms down. He puts his hands down at the top. Yeah, it's a foul.
It's also, I don't think you can make contact inside the arc.
What do you mean? Like, what if he's just straight up?
Like, yeah, but like he kind of bodies him. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like he put his hands. His hands were like out over his head. They weren't straight up.
Can't complete the 3-point play though, so it's just 2, and that's
also his third.
That's all right. I mean, it's been worse, but he does go to the bench here. Again, he has had foul trouble. Fouled out of the last game as Jeremy Roach just, I don't even know, tries to do too much too quickly.
Kind of reminds me of the Tyler Thornton.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you there.
Hey, Tyler wasn't that bad.
We did hit a big shot in Maui against Kansas.
Was that the same year we won?
No, that was the year after. Well, unless that's how they...
Oh,
no, that was definitely the year after.
Yeah.
That was definitely the year after. It was 10.
Or 10.
10.
Wait, he was...
I thought it was a senior, but I guess he was a junior.
Was a senior.
Shire was definitely the senior, as Jones hits for another 2. So a Louisville run here of 4-0 after the Chris Mack timeout, which I guess now looks pretty genius, as
that's a foul.
That is a tripping foul, yeah.
Which is, yeah, Jay Billis said it there. I mean, if you're a coach, you're not going to be mad about that. Who cares?
No, and here is the under 16 timeout that we have hit.
What's this?
And they're making bats.
Oh.
Yeah, they're bats.
Oh, Louisville Slugger. Okay, yeah, got it. Makes sense.
There you go. Yes, but I think we're gonna see. So you would basically say it's gonna be. Are you taking Allen or Mahomes?
So hard.
It is a kind of hard one.
I didn't think they were gonna win the last game.
You didn't think? Oh, Kansas City was gonna get out of the.
They got lucky. But all right. They outsmarted them and outplayed them, but they got lucky.
Yeah.
Right? Like I like that Andy Reid 4th and 1, like, yeah, really smart play, but like if Baker gets the ball back, I'm pretty sure he's gonna drive down and probably score. And it's gonna go to OT. So I don't know, right? But if he's healthy and he's fine, I'm worried about his foot though, because he couldn't really move that much.
Baker? No,
no,
Mahomes.
Because at the beginning of the game, he got like stepped on, and I think Collinsworth was doing the game, and he kept like being like, "Yeah, you can't move that well, blah blah blah," and
well, that is actually both quarterbacks bring the 2 dimensions because Josh Allen can tuck it and run.
Yeah, Josh Allen is really fast, also, like,
and he's also kind of beefy.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah,
he's at least 6'4", 6'5", like 220 plus. So I don't know. I really don't know who plays first. It's got to be the East Coast game.
Probably
right?
not too
so
hard.
Like
they're. Oh, but they're not playing in Buffalo.
No, they're both playing on same time zone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Packers first, and then the Chiefs later. Okay, so it's the Packers game first. I'll go Bills.
Yeah, I know. I think Mahomes is gonna. There's just too many weapons in Kansas City. I mean, that's like that team is just.
It's stacked.
It's so stacked. Like,
stacked.
And the thing is, Like the tight end position makes such a difference with Kelsey because it's like what Gronkowski used to be for the Patriots. Like, what a
He's
luxury.
got Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
He's got Travis Kelsey. He's got Le'Veon Bell, and who else is it? Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and then I thought there's one more that there's like a special like option player that he always has.
I don't. Like but in the receiving core, who does he have there?
Mecole. He's also got Mecole Hardman.
Like it's not really fair.
Like, and they brought. I was listening to something. They brought up a really good point. Like, if you put Aaron Rodgers in that team, he wins Super Bowl 10 out of 10 times. Like,
probably.
Easy.
But I mean, if you put Tom Brady in that team, you say the same thing.
Win out of 10 times. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Right?
Yeah.
So I'd be like, I would like to see the Bills win, but I think Mahomes will win. But I'll take the Bills, but I think Mahomes will still kind of pull it through. Then again, like, I know there's a sense of urgency to always win a Super Bowl, but like, KC can come back and win it next year too.
Well, unless they have to start paying people on on the contracts, because at some point they run out of. That's how these teams end up. Like they basically get really good for on up and coming talent that doesn't need to get paid as high.
But they haven't paid. They've only paid Mahomes.
Yeah, but like, how could you not pay Kelsey or like one of those running backs or like Tyreek Hill, man? I mean, like somebody's gonna give them a lot of money.
True.
Like,
I think if you're in that team, you stick it out though.
I mean, sometimes you could, sometimes you do.
Hey, can I get some of the contract?
Some of the contract under the table.
I mean, if I was Mahomes, I would do it. If it meant 5 more Super Bowls, I'd give up $10 million for my contract and give it to my players.
Well, I mean, that's what Tom Brady used to do.
Yeah, it's exactly. I mean, Mahomes could also end up restructuring his contract and things like that. But
yes, this is a nice pass. This is to Brakefield, actually.
Finish.
The first we've seen of him in the game, and that's a shot clock violation. He should have gone 5 seconds before that. Oh, because he had the position. He just needed to go up and under and power through, and he doesn't.
Right there. Oh.
He's got to finish that move. So with the foul trouble to Jalen Johnson, Jamin Brakefield in, whose minutes have decreased since Johnson has been back. Although I do like his game, and he plays quite well. So first time we've seen him here this afternoon. Duke trailing by 4, 15 minutes to go. And Louisville's Davis.
Nice defense by
there, see Goldwire again.
Oh, bailed out.
DJ Stewart with the foul. Louisville's going to have to inbound here.
That's fine. It's not a bad foul. He's trying to get the turnover. It's not a big deal.
Nice. Yeah, great hands there by Goldwire.
I guess that was a foul. Like, he didn't really make that much contact, but.
The 3-point shot by Louisville, no good. Rebound down to Matthew Hurt. I haven't been counting his rebounds, but I'm pretty sure the double-double is like on its way here.
Nice move there.
There's the move by Brakefield. Thank you. It's exactly.
That's a really nice move.
Less thinking, more instinct. The kid can ball. He's got it. Make it happen. It's actually the first missed shot by Louisville this half. Yikes. Bless you.
Thank you. Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. I guess he's from there. Nice shot.
As Jones gets that, and he is the third Louisville Cardinal in double figures now with 11. Goldwire working on Davis. Gives it to Stewart. Stewart denies the screen. Okay, that was close. It was double clutch that pass.
There. Yeah, whoever zero. Yeah.
Wendell with the walk. So at some point the turnovers come back to haunt. 10 now for Duke.
It's not bad though. Yeah, it's not. This is a nice move. Yeah.
Whoop. Little turn in the opposite direction. Louisville still shooting extremely well here in this second half. Has only missed one shot out of the 6 that they've taken. As Jones being guarded up at the top by Brakefield. Brakefield just gets beaten. Jones finishes with the floater. 13 now for him as Louisville can't seem to miss. The Duke man-to-man is not working. Now DJ Stewart is going to go for three. That shot is off, and good box out by Johnson as Duke didn't have a chance. 11-2 run by Louisville here in the last 4 minutes as they opened up a 6-point lead, and that should be a deflection by Duke, but it ball timeout called by Wendell.
Nice.
And this should be a 30-second timeout for the Blue Devils.
Honestly, that's a really good turnover. You needed a defensive stop before it started getting a little out of control there, and I think that's now called a timeout, get something off of the inbounds, and hopefully get a quick 2 points.
Yeah, only down by 6.
Was slightly starting to get away.
Yeah, I agree. If Louisville were to score on this possession and now it's like 8 or 9 points, you're kind of like slipping into danger territory here. Something defensively, though, is going to have to change. Like, that is just a blow-by and a half. And way too easy.
When he gets switched out of like that, you almost have to get him switched off, or you can't switch that one. Because he's going to – it's like what we talked about earlier with Johnson or Jalen Johnson. I think just like blew by his man, too. It was similar.
That guy from Kentucky looks like he's in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody go check what's happening over in Lexington.
Literally looks like he's in high school.
Okay.
Oh, the band's there.
Oh, the band. Socially distanced.
That's cool.
At least there's some atmosphere. That's
actually kind of cool if you're in the band. You get to go at all the COVID games.
Yeah, at least there's some atmosphere.
It's kind of awesome for them, actually.
Oh, does that get kicked? No, that just got...
I thought it got deflected.
Thrown out of bounds. So out of the timeout, another turnover. Louisville now, this is JJ Traynor, who hasn't scored yet, but he is in the game at the moment. And Williamson, they're still working out the outside. Duke is in their man-to-man at the moment. So Kay opting out of the zone. John, that's deflected. Nice, yes, that was blocked. Great block by DJ Stewart. Great defense there. And Wendell almost trips over himself as DJ Stewart basically throws it out, gives it right back, and that is going to be okay. DJ with the and one. Right, what a beautiful play.
Nice move right there. I was afraid it was going to be a charge, but he actually did a really good job of getting his body out of the way so it wasn't called a charge.
This is like a bizarre broken play that Louisville tries to inbound it back, and
see how he gets his body basically
sidesteps
out of the way. He doesn't actually like run into the player. Yeah, it's not a charge. It's definitely not a charge. That's actually really good. Also, Williamson kind of was soft and didn't like.
He flopped.
Yeah, he didn't actually put his like shoulders square, which would have caused the contact. Probably would have been a charge then.
Yep. As Stewart now has 8 points. Well, good breakdown on that play as to how DJ managed to slither around his defender. 8 points for DJ Stewart today.
That's like also the type of stuff like he's good. Like he can.
Well, he can create it. He can beat people off the dribble.
Shot. Yeah.
Which is what we said when we were doing the videos early on. We were actually analyzing this. Is this a foul on the floor? Because like people just stopped playing.
It was on the floor.
And this is we've hit the under 12 timeout. But when we were doing the mixtape reviews on these kids, like it became very obvious, and especially early in the season, that Jeremy Roach has a harder time creating the shot. Like he's much more of a natural point guard and can create for others, but on his own, not as much. And DJ has the whole package here.
Yeah, he's like a 2.
Yeah, he is. He's the combo guard.
He can also like ball handle, but I haven't seen him really. I mean, the other thing is too, Duke isn't really playing through a traditional point guard. Not really set up that way. So
no, they're doing it by committee.
DJ play point guard.
They're doing point guard by committee.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard. Like if you changed, I mean, I don't think DJ Stewart is also going to go to the NBA next year either. So I think he'll be still around. Like for next year, when you see him actually get like the point guard and he's the one handling the ball more, that's when it opens up and like allows him to actually score. But when you're playing like this by point guard by committee, it's a lot harder to like get your own shot because you don't have the ball in your hands,
Right.
Like you don't, and you can't really pass as much, or you can't like have as many assists, etc. Because you're moving the ball so much and you just physically don't have that many touches.
I do think that some, like Jalen Johnson definitely, but like with and with the number of recruits that come in, like at least two people have to go, or there's just like there's like no scholarship spots, like right, like
As not enough.
yeah, it's just like not enough. You have to like have that turnover, which is how you used to recruit in the one and done, right? You expect you have 3 or 4 people leaving every year.
But typically, most recruiting classes are 3 to 4.
Yeah, but this one was 6.
Yeah, which is more. Yeah, but he has that in mind, and he's done that because one and done doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, if that is
So
the play,
he needs to stock up on as much talent as he can, and like develop the players from there, and hopefully, like in 2 years, it works out. We're in like the Final Four, right?
yeah. I mean, but like we haven't seen Mark Williams, the 7-foot center, like at all, basically this season, right? Tape being the grad transfer has played sparing minutes. Like we've seen 2 minutes of this game from Henry Coleman when he's just playing some defense, basically to like soak a foul.
They're literally still freshmen, right?
Yeah.
Besides the grad transfer, but I mean, besides that, they're still so young.
I mean, I think Brakefield could be he is going to be really good as like a junior.
He's got great feet, and he also seems to be exerting more effort on the defensive end than most players. So yep. I mean,
oh wow! So this is how they're going to do the tournament.
It's actually kind of cool.
Yep.
That's insane. They have so many basketball places.
That's cool. So Selection Sunday will be the 14th of March, all right? Elite 8 Final Four national title April 5th. There you go.
Nice.
Cool. And right now, actually, Joe Lunardi has Duke out.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really deserve to be in it.
Which would be very, very strange. But I do think that at the end of the day, we will have enough wins to play ourselves in, which is also why it's important to have a tournament so that you can
we can actually play those.
Yeah,
games.
You win like 3 games in that tournament and like you're in basically. The problem is that like the ACC doesn't have the ranked teams that it used to. That was almost a turnover by Baker. There's only 3 ranked teams in the ACC right now. So where are you going to get the wins?
God, they're going to call that on the push-off? Really?
That is an incredibly cheap foul, as we had a significantly good... We had a really good opportunity after a Louisville turnover here. Oh my God, give me a break.
What? Wait, what?
3 fouls for Hurt.
There was not more contact on that play than any other play. What? That's weird.
Johnson with 3, Stewart with 3, and Hurt with 3. So a little bit of foul trouble here for Duke that we're going to have to watch. Like, there was more contact there between Goldwire and Davis. Yeah. Like, what are we talking about? And, like, there's more contact right underneath the rim right there, and that should be a foul on Davis. Like, come on.
That was like a normal pass.
And Davis does get called for his foul there. Good hustle by Baker to corral that rebound. Wendell now playing point guard here for a little bit, and Matthew Hurt almost trips his Louisville defender. DJ Stewart's not going to take his man off the paint. Oh, can't finish. I don't really have a problem with that play except for just didn't finish, but that's like exactly what he needs to do. That's a short arm there. Duke in transition. Go, DJ! Pass it back! Oh my goodness. That does drop. No call.
I was going to lose my mind.
No call there.
He totally should have passed.
It's 2 points either way, but yeah, we had to hold our breath there for a while. Case of the game has sped up, and that was just too easy there as Withers gets another 2 right back. So Duke's still trailing by 3 as Wendell's going to push the base. No. Hurt tries to
Oh,
go dive, but doesn't. Now they're just going to isolate. They're going to let him play on his cross-court pass. Goldwire's going to wide open 3-point shot.
oh,
Hits everything and doesn't go down. It literally hit the front of the rim
yeah,
twice.
yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. And that is a good defense. No call
I mean,
there.
I actually thought it was a moving screen before that.
And now they're going to
What?
call Joey Baker for what I guess amounts to a makeup foul because that was really cheap.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah.
Baker should just be cutting it off, and then Hurt doesn't have to actually move.
Well, when you get beat off the dribble like that, you need help. So, and things open up for other people. Oh. Louisville at the line. Zielinski here for a 1-1. He's got 79% from the free throw line and makes the first.
Wait, why is he?
I don't know, just probably to get a rest.
No, I thought somebody else got fouled. I'm confused why this guy's going to the line. He got fouled, really?
That was the foul
Oh
by
my
Baker, and
God.
there's the easy rebound by Louisville, who has another second chance point, and they're going to retain possession off the missed free throw. That was really bad. There's literally 4 of you. There's literally 4 people, and Louisville's the one that comes up with the rebound. It's
It
like
was one of those really lucky bounces. It actually went right to the Louisville player.
Zielinski being guarded by Moore. Good
Nice
hands.
hands.
12 seconds on the shot clock. Louisville going to have to make some. This is actually pretty good man-to-man.
Good defense.
Louisville doesn't really have many options here. This is Jones. Jones cut off by Stewart. He picked up his dribble. Now going to have to put
Nice
up a
D.
prayer off the front of the rim. Good
Nice.
D.
Yep.
That's the best defensive sequence we've seen by Duke all afternoon, actually.
DJ played really good defense there.
Yep. This was good man-to-man. Now let's see what they do on the offensive end. Only down by 4, and Jeremy Roach trips himself again. And that's the second time we've seen him slip down there, and they actually do get the timeout. So Duke will retain
I
possession.
thought the guy was about to call out of bounds. I was so confused.
This is, I don't know. I think it's like Jeremy just goes too fast for his own good.
Yes.
This just
100%.
this has happened twice, and like, why? Like when he's trying to move before he even gathers the pass. Let's see that one more time. I think that's kind of what, or not, but like that's okay.
I also don't think this is like the worst. This is still not in a bad situation.
No, I'm not like no. We're down 4.
This is fine.
I mean, last time there were 9 minutes left to go in a game at Louisville. We were down by 23. So this is an improvement.
Yeah, this guy's been having a game.
Jones with he's got 13. Like literally the 9:05 mark of that game was down by 23. We're at 9:09 and we're down by 4. So like
it's a lot better.
It's a lot better. Still going to have to mount a bit of a comeback here, though. Let's see if we have enough gas in the tank to actually finish it off. Also, notice DJ Stewart is going with your long, like sock things.
Yes, yeah,
leggings. Full leggings, yes.
I'm wearing them right now.
DJ going with the full leggings there, which Fran has really taken a liking to. Oh, he was open! That's a foul. That's a foul on 24.
That was totally foul. Thank God, please call that.
Yes, Withers there called for the foul as Duke is inching closer to the bonus themselves, but we'll have to inbound this thing 20 seconds on the shot clock as Matthew Hurt goes to the scorer's table to check in for Johnson. And then off the screen, Hurt giving it back to Moore. Moore going to try to make his own shot, and he definitely dragged his foot, but he got his own rebound and laid it in. Moore with 9 points, making it happen there. So Duke now needs a defensive stop here, and Hurt, and they will come up with it, actually.
They get it. Yep.
Wendell Moore with the rebound up ahead. Don't screw this up now. Jordan Goldwire to Matthew Hurt. Wide open. Hurt drill for 3. No, can't get it. Good rebound there. Second chance opportunity. Goldwire for 3 for Duke. Yes. Right off the rip. Yes. Goldwire.
Heart's always in my mouth when Goldwire shoots.
There you go. But he drills it. Duke by 1.
He made it.
7 of 19.
Both teams are actually shooting really well.
Yeah. That there was the possession.
Oh,
that
whoa.
That is awkward.
That's a carry.
He never technically flipped his hand over, but that looked weird. Yikes. Okay, Jones here being backed up, and that's another miss by Louisville. Fight down low on the boards. Johnson and Louisville just, wow, Withers just kind of threw that at the backboard. Yeah, that was the weirdest shot I've ever seen. Okay, Louisville by 1. Back and forth we go. 7:40 to go. Next whistle will be a media timeout. Matthew Hurt's going to try for 3 again. That is short, nice, but Roach. On the weak side rebound, Roach almost comes up with it.
Good hustle.
Can't quite get it. Yeah, he did come up with the one on the last possession too. Okay, well now we're a little nervous.
Yeah, because we're actually like sort of in the game.
Jones. Oh, they're bringing the double team. Goldwire's trying to steal this. Good recovery there. Johnson, actually, Louisville for 3. It's an air ball. God. Withers again, and he's going to be fouled by Hurt. That's his 4th. If that's on Hurt, that's 4. If that's on Stewart, that's either way, that's 4. And that's on Hurt, as both players there had 4 fouls.
God. That's such a tough foul to pick up right there. Because it's like there's nothing you can really do about it.
There is, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Nothing we can really do about that one.
I also never took my bathroom break, so I'm taking it right now.
There you go. Go for it. All right, we're kind of coming down the stretch here. 7 minutes to go. 1-point game. It's okay. Except the fact that Matthew Hurt has 4 fouls. And he's the leading scorer in the entire game by a lot. He's 20. And Carlake Jones with 13 from Louisville is next up. So.
I mean, not a bad situation. Just have to play. There's no really like.
Not a bad situation. We just have to finish this thing off.
Like I guess like solution
but
to this or what you have to do is just play good defense and take good shots in this situation. Like both teams are playing pretty well. They have each other sort of figured out. Like they know what they can get. They know what they can't. So I mean, just kind of about playing smart. I think if you played more of the mismatches, it would be way better.
Like this is the crazy part. Like no other Blue Devils in double figures at all. Like Wendell Moore's got 9. That's it.
What a flopper foul should have been on that actually. That's gonna be crazy. I'm so excited.
Yeah, Wendell's got 9. Johnson's got 7, but Johnson's been on the bench for the majority of this like second half here, and then DJ Stewart with 8.
Oh my god.
That is an interesting ESPN segment.
That was quite fascinating, I would say.
Free throw by Withers is good, and he has one more coming up. And
Wait,
that second one is good as well.
Jimmy Dyke sounds kind of Irish, no?
Yeah,
Doesn't that kind of make sense if he's actually
probably.
a fan? Yeah, he definitely is a fan of it.
3-point game here, 7 minutes to go. Duke unable to like really get over the hump. Every time they take the lead, Louisville swings right back. Matthew Hurt still in the game. Coach K gonna trust him with the 4 fouls.
Yep.
And they can't get the ball to Hurt, but it
DJ!
doesn't matter! Because DJ with the long range bomb. Now we have another Blue Devil in double figures. 57 all here. I don't think we're not going to get to the 77 points that we really need.
No, definitely.
Oh,
not.
it's a great strip.
Nice. Yeah, but it's. I thought it went off his foot. No.
Well, you have one
Yeah,
ref calling
it
one way and the other one calling it the other. As here, Dre
poor guy
Davis
has cramps.
with some cramps there. And the ball is actually, it is overturned. So
Yeah, it is hard. It went off his foot. It was a
yeah,
really good play by
ball to
Goldberg.
Duke. All right, you have to score. This is the opportunity. Make it happen. It's DJ Moore, Hurt, Roach, and Goldwire as Hurt drives in and gets fouled. Oh! Almost had the and one there.
Nice move there, though. Really strong move.
Yeah, Hurt will go to the free throw line.
They are doubling on that.
Absolutely. They're thinking about tripling too. You see, Jones.
I was about to say the guy from the free throw line almost came down too.
Jones is looking that way too.
God, he's 62% from the line, but he's that good at shooting.
Is he 62%?
Yeah, he's
is it
3
that
of
bad?
10 in his last 10 shots from the free throw line.
Damn. Yikes.
It's kind of weird for such a good shooter.
There you go.
He's got really good touch. Yeah.
I maybe it's an anomaly, but there he's got his 22 points. So Matthew Hurt still in the game. Duke now by 2. 6 minutes to go here in Louisville. I almost said Lexington, but that's the next game.
Close enough.
They are
KFC Yum Center.
They're close, yeah, but like they are different. Withers walked. All right, a turnover by the Cardinals. Going to give Duke another opportunity. We have now gotten 2 consecutive stops. We've gotten the 1 bucket. We need the second one.
I would have really liked if the whole KFC Yum thing worked more. Like a Cardinal doesn't have that much meat on it.
Yeah, unless they're like wings or like Kentucky Fried Chicken, but there's not like Kentucky Fried
like
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Although it does make for a good meme, I suppose. As Goldwire going to give it to Stewart. Stewart going to try to take his man off the dribble. Good pass back to Roach. Roach going to go from the free throw line. That shot almost! Oh! That shot looked good.
Oh, it looks really good. I don't have actually a big problem with him taking it. I thought it was a fine shot.
I don't have... my only problem with the shot is that it didn't drop. Like, God, it was very well done.
He was going to do that.
And...
Go for the free throw line.
Yeah, Carlik Jones is going to go for a 1-and-1.
Put your hand there.
That shot would have been huge.
And you could also see how like DJ Stewart there in that situation, just him being aggressive and going off the driving and kick, like it makes such a big difference. Like him being aggressive opens it up for a lot of other players.
That possession had such good flow to it too with the passing. Louisville living at the free throw line here, 10 of 15, trying to make it 11 out of 16. Duke has only taken 5, and that is good there. So 59 apiece, knotted up at 59. With 5 minutes to go, and Goldwire going to give this to Roach over in the corner. Matthews still fighting for position, but now that should be a foul on Jones.
Oh, okay.
Gets away with it. Wendell Moore. There's 11 seconds on the shot clock here. Hurt's now going to try to go on his. Oh my goodness!
Dude. Holy Jesus!
Matthew Hurt with the turnaround jump shot. That thing, it looks so silky smooth. I mean, he's been hitting those shots all season. It's beautiful. 24 points for Hurt. 9 of 13 shooting.
I was watching LaMarcus Aldridge or something.
Duke by 2. Oh, go for it, Goldwire.
Oh, that was a really good effort.
You saw Goldwire kind of like size that one up too. Yep.
This is not an elbow shot. This is way farther than that. Yeah, that's butter.
It's beyond the free throw line. Oh my gosh, nothing but net, dude. What a shot. 11 seconds here for Louisville.
Yeah, that thing's butter. It's beautiful.
Jones trying to work on Hurt.
Don't
Careful!
foul, Hurt.
And Withers is going to get the putback. 61 all here. Boy, back and forth we go. You got to think both teams unable to deny each other on the defensive end of the floor.
Brutal.
Just going back and forth. The first one to not score is Wendell. Careful, gets it out to DJ, and he double dribbled. Turnover by the Blue Devils.
It's close.
That is really tough.
I was literally about to say DJ Stewart's been touching the ball way more, and the offense looks way better. But I guess I can't say that anymore. But I did.
So who was Withers' Oh, that's Wendell's man.
It was off of the screen and roll. So Hurt. That's Hurt's man. But
No. The rebounder. The rebounder.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
That was Hurt's man, but he had to switch on the roll, and then he's out of position to get the body on him.
Oh, damn. All right.
It's really hard to like switch off your man for a block out type thing. I'm so confused with this commercial.
Which one did you get?
Capital One.
Oh.
The Cardigan thing.
All right. Well, tied up. 4 minutes to go. I suspect, like, based on just the math, this is kind of where both teams should be. Louisville sitting at 4-2, Duke sitting at 3-2. They're really only a half game apart here. Now, this is a home and away, actually, so we will get another crack at the Cardinals in Cameron, one way or another.
They still have to come back and play us in Cameron, right?
Yeah. Yep.
When's the UNC game? It's got to be soon, right?
Start of February.
Start of February,
yeah.
Which is next week.
Well, it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks technically.
Ish. Yeah, it's in two weeks or so. But yeah, it'd be interesting with like, when was the last time that neither team was ranked?
Yeah.
And like in the top of the ACC standings, like in the top 3. It's like usually, at least in the last 10 years, Duke has been really good, and UNC hasn't quite been as good.
They've still
but
been
it's
pretty
always
good,
a game. But it's always a game.
Yeah.
No, but like Duke has been ranked more when they've played. Duke has been ranked more times than UNC has.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of sad because we're like still like 50-50, which means we
Well,
lose more
yeah.
and we're supposed to win.
But it like the rankings. I guess the rankings don't matter. But it just from interesting sort of. Then there you have the standings right there. Um, Carolina, given the win today against NC State, sitting right just above Duke at the moment.
Yeah, you're right. There is nobody ranked in this conference.
There's three people that are ranked. UVA at 13, Virginia Tech at 16, and the one you don't see here is Clemson at 20. Although they just got blown out of Florida State, so they're out of the rankings, and Florida State's probably in. But like, yeah, there's three ranked teams, and it's like not the ones you would expect. Like UVA, you
Yeah,
expect
that's
to be up
weird.
there, but like you like Louisville, Duke, North Carolina, they're all unranked. And they've been the sort of the perennial powers. That's a
I
nice pass down
knew
low,
they
but
were
it's
going to call a foul.
actually
It's going to go to the line.
who's the foul on?
Roach.
Roach. Who I have a goose egg for actually this game. Hasn't scored.
I don't think he has.
Yeah. And Jones misses.
Misses it. Wow. I did not expect that.
Yeah, did not expect that either. And gets the second. So Louisville by a single point. 3:37 to go. And again, which team is going to be the first one to get a stop?
Get him the ball.
Ball to DJ. And also, when are we going to see Jalen Johnson back in? Like, if you may as well, like, oh my God.
No.
That pass was never there. That pass was never there.
The only place it was there was at the rim, not.
Oh, like as if it was an alley oop.
Yeah.
We saw him do that at Pittsburgh too. He threw it right at the Pittsburgh defender. Like, what are you doing? He's just trying to force it. Jones, that's going to be off, and the rebound
Nice
down to
rebound.
Hurd. You got to get Johnson into the game. Like, there's 3 minutes to go. You may as well use one of your best players.
I would take Roach out.
And here's the time. Here's the timeout.
I think
Roach to
out,
do exactly
I,
this.
I would put Johnson in 100%.
Like, do or die at this point, man.
Yeah, but it's just such a bad look. Yeah, see, Hurt pointed up. Yeah, he's got to throw it above him. The guy, I mean, Bill has just said it. The guy's 6'5". Like, don't throw it at him. I didn't know that was a thing. Ice cream in Rep Arena. I didn't know that was something that people look forward to.
Ice cream in the arena. All right.
There it is.
Johnson's back in. Oh, there's the. So I was kind of right. It's like 2 weeks.
February 6th.
Yeah.
Those aren't easy games, though, unless Georgia Tech is.
Yeah, Georgia Tech's not at the bottom. That game's on Tuesday, and then and then we have a Saturday, Monday, and then you get to the UNC game, basically. All right. Johnson is. Oh, this is Wendell off the cut. Back to Goldwire. Goldwire's going to hoist for 3. That shot is
Oh.
just in and out. It was wide open. He's got to hit it.
Yeah, that was the play. The play was actually drawn up for him to be able to hit that
I
shot,
see.
but it doesn't.
But they don't even bring
Doesn't go
Johnson
down.
in. Wait, is he fouled out? And I
No,
just
he's
didn't
in the
notice?
game. He's playing defense.
No, he's not. That's more.
Oh, you're right.
There is no number 1. Like, why would you not? Unless he is actually fouled out, but I never saw a stat line for him fouling out.
He is fouled out.
And that shot is in and out by Louisville, but they're going to call a shot. No, they're going to call the foul the other way.
I didn't see it. I have no idea.
Johnson, according to this, Johnson has 3 personal fouls. Like,
What?
And he's not in the game.
I guess that was not really.
Well, so Duke's going to walk to the other side of the floor,
yeah,
and this is going to be a 1-and-1.
Not going to complain. I just didn't think it was a foul. I didn't really see much there.
Yo, DJ's got to hit this, though.
Yeah, he's got to hit these 2. He's at least got to hit the first one.
Yeah, he's got to hit the first one.
So he can at least miss the second.
Those are very intimidating.
Who are those faces?
I don't even know.
I don't think they're from Duke.
Swish it.
I don't think
DJ. All right. 62. 62 all. And Stewart gets the second.
Nice.
That one was a little scarier, but he converts.
It went in.
It went in. Duke now, again, by a point. Can it get a stop? 2 minutes to go. I mean, Monka S, dude. Duke really needing this win. And that is a foul? They're going to call that a held ball?
It can't be hurt because he never touched him.
It's on
Goldwire.
Oh no, that's on Matt. Well, they should call it on Goldwire for the reach. Like that could be like what they call the. It's probably no. They did call it on Hurt, and he's out. Him. So now you have to put Johnson in. Damn. Duke's best player is out right now, or at least their leading scorer.
All right. I thought you called it on Goldwire.
Yeah, from behind.
If you're Goldwire, you should be like, I fouled him.
Yes, right? Usually you try to soak the fouls.
Like put it on me. Like, I did it.
I've seen that happen.
You're wrong. Like, I fouled him. Like, give me the foul. There was, like, none of that. He just, like, didn't care. Like, he did touch him in the shoulder and, like, slightly hit his face, but, like, the actual contact of the foul was by Goldwire.
So it's a similar situation to what happened against Pittsburgh, where the leading scorer, in that case, Johnson, ended up fouling out late in the game and, like, couldn't help us finish out the game. And now Hurt, our leading scorer here, can't help us finish this game, as Jones has 17 and going for the 18th. And he hits both. All right. Well, we're going to have to go the rest of the way without Hurt. So the number 1 option is definitely Johnson. As Wendell's going to drive in there. Stewart fakes.
Whoa.
Yo, I don't care about the game on the right. Don't care about the game on the right. Give me back the full screen. We're less than 2 minutes here.
Stop.
Johnson now driving, and Johnson driving, yes, gets to the paint.
Nice
But this is what I was saying. Why is he not in the game? Like,
I mean, maybe he actually was saving him knowing Hurt would foul out. He's like, I'll play Hurt until he fouls out, and then I have Johnson to go back.
Oh, and Jones on the blow-by has 20 points now.
I mean, he took the game completely over.
Johnson again going to go with the same move, gets it out, no call, and they all going to call the charge. Krzyzewski pleading his case here. I
I'd
mean,
like
there's
to
still
see it
time. You
again.
just play straight defense here. Oh my God,
What?
he's moving. He's moving. He's moving.
Uh,
He's moving.
what? Are you? What?
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 He's also a secondary defender.
Wait. How is that a charge? I mean, he missed the shot anyways, but
At least Jay Billis is on our side for once. What was
yeah,
that?
he didn't do it. He just like it wasn't like a charge. Like
That was an awful call.
those are
Duke
called
bringing the double
charges.
team on Jones. Jones going to cut to the basket. Misses it. Duke with the rebound.
Ah!
Wendell, go to the rim, Wendell! Oh, you pass it up. Why? Baker for three. Oh, he can't get it. What are you doing?
Why are you shooting the three?
I'm done. What was that sequence? Just go to the rack. Why? Why do you pass that? It is literally a one-on-one. God damn it!
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. I mean, it was still a wide open three.
Still, so what? Like, it's a harder shot. Does Wendell really not think he can get it? Like,
There's also Duke has no timeouts.
oh great, Duke has no timeout. So basically, we're gonna hold for the last shot. You're gonna hold for until the last 10 seconds, and then you're gonna try to get a play. So if you miss, you have an opportunity to get the offensive rebound and at least get a putback. But if he makes this, then you need three. Well, you need a quick two at least. So you go three or quick two. Well, Chris Mack's going to call a timeout, so they're going to give it an opportunity here.
All right, so
I don't know. You just take the three here or just quick two.
you can maybe go for a quick 2-for-1.
Yeah, but you can't put Jones on the free throw line because he's going to hit it.
I know, but you can still try to deny him ball and get someone else on the line.
Yeah.
But if you have the shot to be able to extend it, then I mean, if they give you a two, take the two. It doesn't make sense not to.
God damn it. I mean, we really just we had it right there.
Yeah, I mean, overall, both teams have played really well. It's been a really good contested game. It just comes down to these last few moments, unfortunately, and this one just doesn't. Like the last minute decision making, crunch time just hasn't really gone our way.
The phantom block call doesn't help either.
No, that didn't help either. But it was a turnover, anyways. Like he passed it to Moore and Moore missed.
Yeah. He missed the shot. So
let's see how this one goes. I still think if the quick two is available, you take the quick two. If not, then obviously you go for the three. But you should not be. You should shoot this ball with at least 10 seconds left. You don't let this one go down all the way.
no, that's what I was saying. You have to give yourself a chance for an offensive rebound. However, if you miss the two,
Then it's over.
then it has to be the last shot has to be the three. Okay, well, here we are. Goldwire, Moore, Johnson, DJ, and Baker.
Whoa!
And what was that? That is an offensive. You still have time. DJ Stewart's going to
He's
go from the
open.
top of the key. Ow! It hits
Oh
everything.
my God.
Duke still has an opportunity. The ball's on the floor. Duke can't call a timeout. Oh God.
It's Cardinals.
That's
It's over,
game.
yeah.
That's game.
Had 2 wide open looks.
I don't know about the first one,
The first one was. I thought there was another.
but DJ Stewart's 3 was absolutely open.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to hit that.
And they get it to Jones here,
Yep.
and that's it. All right, that's it. All right, we're done.
That is disappointing to say the least.
That is really
Because
disappointing.
I actually think the team played pretty well, and they easily could have deserved to win this game too.
Yep. Okay, so I don't know. There's a game on Tuesday, I guess, against Georgia Tech. It's at home. We've got we've got stuff on Tuesday though. So the next it's I guess a Saturday game next weekend. Maybe we can win that one. I'll be back for that. Oh boy. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
It's just it's a tough season, tough kind of go. But I mean, overall, it was still a pretty good game. I mean, it was competitive. It was still a good basketball game in general. So
Louisville just made one more play down the stretch.
Yep.
Unfortunately, and that's what it came down to. So that's gonna be it. We're done. Unfortunately, not the outcome we wanted. Cheers.
Take care.